Namaste. Om
Om
Shanti
Shanti
Om.
Om.
Pramaya Healing Stone blessing.
Blessing.
Thank you so much here. Welcome to our Pramaya Healing Stone YouTube again here. And thank you for, please subscribe and like,
Follow.
follow. So I keep saying like, follow.
Comment.
Just comment on, you have any questions. And the
Today.
previous video, we did a story about my wife's side. And today will be my story. I think it'll be really a big
Long.
story about me. But I'll kind of share with you a little bit my story.
Okay.
So my name is Brasat Saw, and we are Cambodian healers.
Yeah.
And getting behind us is so beautiful grits. It's one of the biggest grit. It's about healing protection to people around the world, not just for our family. When we do our meditation and healing, we send blessing throughout the world. And you see here, and what you see here, when you go to Cambodia, you see Uncle Wat, and or grits is specially made for healing and protection and healing throughout the world. Okay. Again here. So this is kind of share a little bit about my story. My name is Brasat Saw, and I was born in Cambodia. And when I was born, I was very unfortunate. Do you want to talk to me a little bit?
ចាអូខេថ្ងៃនេះនាងខ្ញុំបញ្ញានៅបងប្រុសសសនៅ channel YouTube របស់នាងខ្ញុំមកចែករំលែកបទពិសោធន៍ហើយនឹងចែករំលែកប្រវត្តិសង្ខេបដែលនាងខ្ញុំការដែលនាងខ្ញុំនៅពីស្រុកខ្មែរខ្ញុំធ្វើអីខ្ញុំមានធ្វើអីខ្លះហើយថ្ងៃនេះគឺយើងនិយាយពីបងប្រុសថាតើបងប្រុសគាត់មាននៅតែចាំបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាគឺជាកូនខ្មែរអ្នកព្យាបាលជំងឺបង្រៀនបងប្អូនចេះធ្វើការសមាធិ
Yeah, so I'm just going to share with you you know, as a healers, we kind of share with you and kind of get to know us a little bit where we came from and why we're here and what we do here. And I am proudly Cambodian here, and I came to the United States as you know, as Cambodian American citizen. So I am a Cambodian American. Right? But I grew up in Cambodia in a war-torn country when I, you know, as a kid. And that's what I saw in Cambodia, and with a lot of wars and destructions, you know, as a kid, and that was normal for me. Yeah. Yeah, and to my story, there's a lot of you know,
excuse me,
living without a father, and kind of going to this jungle, you know, from the city when the war started. And as a child, and that was normal to me, and that I was used to all the environment and the bombing. You know, it was normal. You know, when you hear shooting or anything, it was normal as a kid, as a child, and I wasn't scared. You know, so for me, from that point on, to be able to survive that, I realized how you know, how is that possible to survive all that? But I'm just so blessed. And I know that many other Cambodian they feel blessed as well to survive that that we call the Holocaust, or what we call the Khmer Rouge. So yeah, so that what I experienced in Cambodia. Okay. So kind of, I don't want to say too much, you know, a little bit. And so after the war, you know, I managed to survive with with my mother and my brother and my grandmother that took care of me and shielded me. And as a child, when I was as a kid, I was very rebellious kid. You know, I love the nature. You know, and always, I would, you know, go catch fish for my grandmother. And that was normal life, daily life for me as a child. You know, and I just remember thinking about it. It was natural, you know, going through the jungle by myself, all walking in the jungle every day, every single day.
How about your brother?
My brother, he was barely crawl, very young, so my grandma has to take care of him. And for taking care of me, it was not possible. So I would venture out, you know, to the jungle just to look for anything for food. I would bring back. So you know, Panika, I never thought about that time that if something happened to me in the jungle.
You can imagine.
She won't know. So to this day, and you know, I could have been bitten by, you know, wild animals or snake.
They could like
any, you know, I could have been happen at that moment, and nobody could help me because I was just by myself. Because my mother, she was sent off to the labor
Yeah.
camp, and I don't see my mother.
No separate,
Probably,
right?
yeah, she lives separate because we
yeah.
in Cambodia when the war happened, we lived this small house. I call it like a tree house. Just my grandmother and my brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my mother was sent off to this labor camp, and I don't see her probably once a month. Lucky,
Yeah.
twice a month.
Yeah.
You know, but that was normal to me as a child
Yeah.
because that's how I grew up. It wasn't never explained to me. You know, Mom, I have to do this, and my mother have to do this, and you have to stay home
Yeah.
and make sure you don't, go into the places. You know, I don't listen because
As a kid, right? As a kid, yeah.
And I love the jungle, and I love the
Go to the
nature.
tree, right? Go to the climb
climb
to the tree.
do many other crazy things.
Yeah.
You know? But I survived. I'm so blessed. So yeah, just kind of a little bit. That's about me, and so I managed to survive from that point on, and I think when the war ended, I just my grandmother managed to say, you
Còn
know
nơi
what?
nào? Mày đã có nơi nào?
So after the Civil War,
Yeah.
we kind of gather our stuff and
Yeah.
make our way back to Phnom Penh,
Yeah.
which is our capital city in Cambodia.
Yeah.
And when we got to the city there, and my grandma said, "This is not the life for me and my brother."
Okay.
And at the time, my mother, there's another stepdad. I have a stepdad,
Yeah.
and so for her, my grandma was thinking about our future, my future, and my
Yep.
brother. So she said that the life living in Cambodia is not the life that she wanted us to live there, because there's nothing for us.
So why បាននិយាយដល់បានទៅនៅស្រុកប្រាំង
We talked about that later.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So when so my grandma said, you know what, we're gonna have to take you away, and we're gonna have to send you off to to have
Yeah.
make sure you get a better living
Overseas,
overseas,
yeah.
beside
Yeah.
Cambodia. So that's when we make in the 80s. I think maybe around 1980.
1969
No.
No, just-
No. Probably 1980, 81.
8
When we make
81
about 81.
Yeah, 81.
So we make our journey. I had to say goodbye to my mother, and at the time I remember when I said goodbye to her, when me and my brother we said our goodbye as our traditions. We bowed down to my mother 3 times, and I remember she said that she will come along later on,
Yeah.
but it was just a promise. I
Okay.
remember it wasn't.
Yeah.ចឹង
It was to make me feel better, but actually she wasn't able to come along. But anyway,
So she in Cambodia បងឯងនៅ United States ចា
so we from that point on, when we decided to make our journey to overseas,
ចា
me, my brother, my grandmother took us, and we make our journey, and we get to the Thai border.
Thailand, oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So from that journey for the Thai border, it was really difficult
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Getting as a kid, it's a normal. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's very normal, and it was harsh. What I think about now is really harsh, and I couldn't imagine that was possible for me. But we did. Me and my brother, my grandmother, and my other cousin as well too. We make that journey,
Yeah.
trek journey. We had to walk, days and nights to go up the mountains. Venture. Wow, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Till we made it to Thailand camp, which is
Yeah.
Kawi Dang.
Okay.
That's where the refugees.
ចាឥឡូវខ្ញុំសូមកាត់បងឯងខ្ញុំសួរបងឯងវិញអូខេ
Okay. Do you want to ask me a question?
អូខេឥឡូវខ្ញុំសូមខ្ញុំសូមសួរគាត់ជាភាសាខ្មែរ
Yeah.
That's why ដូចថាមកពីបងឯងមានរឿងច្រើនបងឯងមានបញ្ហាច្រើនមិនថាក្រុមគ្រួសារម្ដាយគាត់គឺនៅប្រទេសខ្មែរជាមួយនឹងប៉ាហើយម្នាក់ដែលលោកយាយដែលគាត់ស្រឡាញ់ដូចម្ដាយទី2ចឹងគឺនៅប្រទេសបារាំងហើយប៉ារបស់គាត់គឺនៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកអញ្ចឹងថាតើហេតុអ្វីបានបងអញ្ចឹងឥឡូវខ្ញុំដឹងហើយនេះគឺជាហេតុអ្វីបានពួកខ្ញុំបង្កើតភេទត្បូងថ្មលោកយាយយ៉ាតការព្យាបាលជំងឺហើយនឹងក្បួនរៀបនៅក្នុងផ្ទះ
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, it's sometimes I think about how everything kind of play out. Why I'm here, Columbus, Ohio, and it's really unique way
ចា
to become a healer. For me, my journey,
ដូចថា
it's
ដូចបែកបាក់
it's
ច្រើន
so incredible and face so many
broken heart
yeah,
Yeah.
say
very broken heart
very,
because your mom
very,
in
very
Cambodia
broken, and it's in a way it's harsh, but for me it was normal.